Hey, I thought it might be fun to make a video showing all the different upgrades that I had done on the KLX over the winter months at the dealership while it was in winter storage. So join me in a few minutes here and we'll go through every part and every piece and talk about each one and see how it looks now for the 2024 season. So I'll see you in a few minutes. So starting here at the handlebars, you'll notice that I got some black Pro Taper or Pro Tapper, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, handlebars. The stock ones were just gray steel and they bend quite easy. So I put these black aluminum handlebars on. They're much stronger and more resilient. Next thing is this crash pad here. So if you crash, it's not quite as bad. And it looks nicer too. I also put a quad lock on here. I gotta still put on the anti-vibration part as well. I bought that, I just haven't put that on. That's a phone holder, quad lock phone holder. I also put on these hand guards or bush guards. That saved my levers quite a bit on different times I ditched the bike, and saved my hands and knuckles as well in the trees in the forest and stuff. So let's move back to the rear fender. This is a rear fender I bought off of Amazon. It's quite sturdy, works really well. So I definitely encourage people to get a rear fender rack. It's quite handy, tie stuff down. Next thing I did is replace the factory foot pegs. They're quite a bit smaller and they're just not quite good enough. So I bought these ones off of Amazon and had the dealership put those on over the winter as well. Yeah, and they are quite a bit nicer. Definitely a bigger platform for your feet. Feel better. And they look good. Next thing I did is I put on a actual proper skid plate. This is the one that came with it on factory. At least it's something, but it's not very good. So I took that off and put on this Ricochet skid plate. Covers most of it, most of everything you need to be covered. So anyways, that's a good addition. So the next thing I replaced is this rear fender. This is the factory one. I just didn't like it because it's quite long, kind of ugly. Gets in the way, I think. It just doesn't look very good. So what I did is I replaced it with a Kemimoto rear tail light. So it's got the two signal lights on the side, brake light in the middle. Yeah, so just replaced it with that. Next thing I did is I replaced the stock tires. So it comes with these Dunlop D605s. They're mostly for on-road riding, but they do okay for off-road as well. But most of my riding is off-road, so I chose to put on these Dunlop D606s instead. Street legal, but a lot more dirt bikey. This is the front tires. This is the stock Dunlop D605 front tire. This is the D606 new front tire. And then lastly, I replaced the stock exhaust pipe with this Yoshimura RS slip-on pipe. It really wakes it up. It's quite a bit deeper, more throaty. The other thing I like about it is this exhaust comes out at an angle, so it doesn't come straight out. It comes out kind of at an angle here, which is really cool. So I'll throw a video up in a second showing what it sounded like stock, with just the stock factory exhaust pipe last fall, and then I'll throw a video up of what this sounds like. So here's the before sound.